Way downtown, feeling it.
No.
Behind the back.
No way.
Earlier this month, you tweeted, "This is Mark Few's best team ever at Gonzaga." What makes this team so special?
Well, they're just so good in the backcourt. I mean, Suggs brings another dimension. They really buy into Mark Few's philosophy. They play as a team concept. They're so efficient offensively. They're the most explosive team in college basketball on the offensive end.
I think they're one of the more special teams we've had in college basketball in the last decade or so. And they've had some phenomenal teams at Gonzaga. I mean, you think the last 5 years, this program has won 30-plus games the last 4 seasons.
Well, it's one of Mark Few's best teams, I think. It's offensively just a beautiful team to watch. They move the ball. They're very good cutters. There doesn't seem to be any degree of selfishness with the team. I don't think anybody really seems to care whether they're the leading scorer, but they certainly have load carriers that are very consistent. And I think their mix of responsibilities is really good. So they've got Player of the Year candidates. They've got a top 5, in my judgment, draft pick in Jalen Suggs as a freshman. And yet there doesn't seem to be any, this is mine or that's yours or things like that. It's a very, it seems like a group of really, really good teammates that really enjoy playing together.
The way they share the ball offensively, and a couple weeks ago, I talked to Corey Kispert, and that was the biggest thing that he pointed out. It's truly amazing how seamless and connected this team is on offense, and obviously a big reason for that is the point guard they have, Jalen Suggs.
The best part about them, they play for the name on the front of the jersey. They really do. They play with a sense of pride and passion that Mark's brought to that program. That program is more than any individual player. And I think that's what impresses me.
And there it is, IIE with the assist, and he is the first Gonzaga Bulldog in school history with the triple-double.
There's this narrative that Gonzaga's had so much success overall, not just this year, but the last decade or two, because they don't play in a Power 5 conference. But if you look at the net rankings and whatever kind of metric you want to use, it seems like the WCC is actually pretty strong and getting better, and it's just that Gonzaga's that much better than the other teams. How do you see that?
Yeah, that noise is what I would call hubris. That's just hubris. If they were in the Big Ten, it doesn't make any difference. They'd be at the top of that league. I don't have any doubt. They'd be in a position to win championships in any league in the country. This is an elite basketball program.
I just think that's really nonsense, because the bottom line is they play against preseason. They play anybody, anytime, anywhere, and they play and they prove they can play with anyone. I don't think they have to make an excuse for anyone.
Last year, the WCC took a major step in terms of gaining more national relevancy, because if we had an NCAA tournament, the WCC wouldn't have just had 3 teams in the field. They would have had 3 single-digit seeds in Gonzaga, St. Mary's, and BYU. You look, obviously, at the landscape of this conference. San Francisco has beaten a team like Virginia. We've also seen Pepperdine push UCLA into multiple overtimes. UCLA right now in contention for a Pac-12 regular season title. And out of the Mountain West, we are seeing a little bit of a resurgence at Colorado State. St. Mary's has beaten Colorado State. So I believe last year, 5 teams from the WCC were in the top 110 of the net. And it's established itself as a multi-bid league. And on a good year like last year, a league that could generate 3 NCAA tournament teams.
I think Gonzaga is one of the truly great success stories in American sports history, not just college basketball and not just basketball. I think if you looked at where the program started back in the late 90s, where the university was at the time, and then where they are now, you can't find other programs that have done that in any sport. It's absurd, really, the success they've had. They believe in each other, and then they believe in what they can accomplish. In the past, people would say, well, it's just not possible there. They've proven otherwise, that it is possible, and they've done it because of their belief set and their values that they've stuck to. And it's really an amazing American success story, I think.